Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
There are reasons, and I'm dealing with some right in the last 2 weeks, not totally resolved yet. But you know somebody needs to go. There's no doubt about that. You're ready and willing to do it, but you don't. And sometimes there are reasons for that. They may have some special skill, right? Or special information. And it's pretty hard to not value that and just sit there and say, man, how am I going to replace that? What am I going to do? So you leave this cancerous fungus growing over in the corner because of that. There's a fear, I know, literally, that an employee will sabotage you, either on the way out the door or once out the door, call customers, try to draw away some of your key employees, things like that. They have confidential knowledge. I guess maybe that kind of the same as skill, but they know your pricing models. They know uh, the ghost skeletons in your closet, some things you don't want out. Anyway, they just have knowledge from your earlier kind of transgressions of maybe letting them see too much too early.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you sympathize with them. You know, somebody just had a baby, or you hear a lot. And I mean, it's terrible, but from one place I deal with, it comes up a really terrible employee they're keeping on because that employee's mother had breast cancer. Okay. I mean, okay, right? Or you empathize with them, sympathy being different than empathy. You know, you've been there before. You know how, I hate that word hurtful. That's kind of a new age word, but you know how much it hurt. Hurtful's new.
I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Well, that's because you're new too. No, I don't know. Maybe it's not, but it seems to me that it is.
Okay.
But anyway, something you brought up and impacts other people I work with is special skilled people are just not readily available. And you're kind of walking that line of how far do you let the inmates run the asylum. And that inmate asylum metaphor does not apply to my clients. So, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean, those are all the reasons that you don't do it, and with very few exceptions, which involve a strategy. I'm keeping this person until I get this done.
Yeah.
In other words, they're using you. You go ahead and use them. But other than that, almost always. And I tell you the other thing, when people look at me, I'm the coach, I'm not the person. And I say, fire them, right? Well, I can be this heartless, unattached person over here because I'm not, I don't know them. I don't have that empathy, sympathy, don't have a history with them, don't know their family, their kids' names, all that stuff. And so it's easy for me to do. But just that idea that I'm telling somebody they're not good enough, somebody that they've got to go somewhere else, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But like I've said many times, somebody said it first, was everybody has a place on earth. Yours is not here.
Okay. What do you think about performance plans?
Oh, well, I think a performance plan is way before this.
Right.
I mean,
so that's the question. Like, wait, I fire him? Is there not like actions I take before firing? What are those actions?
Well, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. No, I'm presuming that you tried a few things. I said earlier, people don't change. That's the evidence. It doesn't mean that if they haven't been coming in at 8:00, they've been coming in at 10 after, they can't fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can fix that. If they have been misfiling something, making mistakes on it, you can fix that. But if the chronic who they are is what doesn't change.
Yeah.
Right. So I think performance improvement plans are a good idea, very specific. We will hear some more about that when we talk to the man from Gallup. Because
Yeah.
I'm not too sure that performance improvement plans, one of the things that they say in Gallup is, this is Gallup, the opinion pollsters, who do a lot of research in employees, is that modern employees, i.e. younger employees, are not looking for a boss. They're looking for a coach. They don't need a performance improvement plan. They need somebody who will coach them. What's the difference? I don't know. We'll find out.
Well,
but they're looking for a coach.
And I actually agree a lot with that. I think that performance plans don't work unless the performance plan is for the manager, if that makes sense. So the manager may want to give the person a performance plan, but really, unless the performance plan relies on you, they're not going to change, right? So maybe they need, like, you were never giving them any one-on-one time. Like, now schedule 30 minutes on your calendar for one-on-one time with them every single week and see if that improves things, right? You can space it out further if you need to, but that's just an example. Hey, they need feedback because you're not reviewing their work, or you're not, checking in to see if they understand how to do something. Like, you're the one that needs the performance plan. Otherwise, I don't think they really work. I don't think people change that much. It's either they were unclear on what the expectations were, they don't know how to do what they're doing, they need a little bit more guidance, or they're not going to be a good fit. That's kind of how I see it. Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.